Dongfang Shuai.
See, Dongfang Shuai, she qualified in 5th position in the preliminary rounds and has scored 9.55 on bars, and she didn't make any mistakes on her bar routine. But it's what the others are producing in the individual final. They're putting in more difficult, risky combinations. But Atla, I think we'll be looking at a high 8 on that. Yeah, 8.775.
And there you go, drops from 10th to 23rd. A clear indication that you need consistent scores around the 9.4, 9.5 mark to stay into the top 10. The standard is being pushed to even greater limits here at these World Championships, with 9.8s starting to become a regular score. Raducan now goes into the lead. Sadly, we missed that performance. Karpenko now second. Amanar is third. Olaru is fourth. 3 Ukrainians in the top, 3 Romanians in the top 5, with Zamolodchikova in 5th position, Slater for Australia 6th, Prodanova 7th, and McIntosh also of Australia in 8th spot. But Raducan is in the driving seat. It's very close between Romania and Ukraine. You can see very little points separating the gold and silver medal positions, with Amanar and Olaru just waiting in the wings for the slightest of mistakes to take that gold medal position. And of course, the big story at the halfway point here in Tianjin at the World Artistic Gymnastics Championships is the defending champion is there on your screens, down in 16th position. She's clawed her way back from 24th to 16th. Maybe she can get into the top 10 after the 3rd rotation, but for now, Korkina looks to be out of the challenge for gold in 99. Coming up after the break. 3rd rotation of 4 in the women's all-around finals, and a lot of drama and a lot of upset already. Defending champion Korkina is down in 16th position. Romania, who haven't won a gold in this event for 12 years, looking very strong indeed, with Raducan now leading. Amanar is 3rd and Olaru is 4th. The only competitor stopping a potential 1, 2 and 3 for Romania is Victoria Karpenko, early leader, now lying in 2nd position. Down in 5th position is Zamolodchikova for Russia and Australia, with Slater and McIntosh in 6th and 8th position, and America's Elise Ray. Now there is Simona Amanar. She really is poised to take gold. Silver medalist last year in the Europeans, silver medalist 2 years ago to Korkina in the Worlds. She could now take gold. It would be such a disappointment for her, Monica, if Raducan was now to snip in there and deny Amanar that gold, having played bridesmaid to the bride for so many major gymnastic competitions.
Yes, it would. I mean, Raducan, to me, is charismatically a better gymnast, but technically, Amanar is a coach's dream, because she's a grafter, she's worked hard, she's powerful, world champion on vault, so she should produce a good score.
Schweigert of Germany first up in the vault, and it is in the vault where we'll see Svetlana Korkina, Simona Amanar and Andrea Raducan compete in this 3rd rotation.
Handspring, piked 1.5 front. Not really a contender for high marks with that vault, whilst it was pretty well executed. But far better to start off and perform vaults within the means of the gymnast and the ability. Good confidence start. He's got a 2nd vault now to go. It's no good going for the big tariff if you can't land on your feet. 9.137 as the vault without twist. Reduces the start value. Now the 2nd vault. Perhaps she'll put a half twist in the somersault and the Barani out and lift the tariff. No, only a 9.5 start value. Sukahara in the pucked position. Yeah, she knew it went a little bit wrong. Obviously pretty hard for her to produce 2 vaults. I think that they hope that it's going to get claimed as a Phelps vault, but not really. She was somersaulting before twisting.
Well, good to see the German women getting the qualifier. Schweigert finishing in 34th position in the qualification. Tough qualification. Please don't forget, 166 competitors were here. We whittled them down to 36, and 9.031 goes into first position for now because that's the first score of the third rotation. Lisa Skinner for Australia will be the first to the asymmetric bars. Now, this is another key apparatus for a couple of competitors, including compatriot to Lisa Skinner, Trudy McIntosh, who goes second, and McIntosh jumping into 8th position. This looks to be Trudy McIntosh, so Lisa's already put down her performance. This will be a very interesting performance to watch, with Trudy slowly but surely battling her way into the top 10, and following her for the USA, Elise Ray, who lies in 9th position.
It's just so good to see the sport not dominated by one or two nations. For so many years, the Eastern Europeans totally dominated artistic gymnastics, and the Australians doing so brilliantly, the Canadians putting in a good showing, the Chinese brilliant, the Britons, the Germans, all having gymnasts in the top 36, and the Australians performing so well. Trudy McIntosh has just turned in 2 10-tariff vaults.
And also 6 different nations in the top 10, which is a good story so far. And this is a test for this youngster's composure. As we've said throughout the women's team competition, Australia very much the nation on the move upwards with regards to its gymnastics. And if Trudy can put a good performance here, well, you never know, she could find herself in the top 5 with the pressure really on the shoulders of the performers such as Raducan, Karpenko, Amanar and Alaru.
Yes, all of these girls have put in the training, but no one knows what it's like to be actually in the real situation. We've seen snooker players not pop the black. We've seen really big earners, footballers, miss that huge goal under pressure. And these little delicate gymnasts.
Sorry to interrupt. Understandable switch to Svetlana Korkina with her vault. Disaster on the beam. Pulled it back with a 9.75 on the floor. That's not Hordney. This is Svetlana Korkina. Now Korkina needs another high score here if she's to move up from 16th spot. And that's the defending world champions competition over. Surely Svetlana, after that 8, has thrown it away. She threw away Russia's chances of a gold in the team event, and what was looking like a very strong possibility of a successful defense is now turning into a nightmare.
I'm speechless, basically because she is absolutely working on the edge of her ability, the utter edge of her ability. She's maximizing her difficulty, and she's under-rotated, and had she had a good start, she would have probably found the adrenaline to pull out all the stops. But I think that those little spindly legs that haven't got an awful lot of power have now got no adrenaline to drive them, and the whole episode of driving her psyche through the event is just beyond her now. You can see she's lost the spark, but let's hope she's as gracious in defeat as she has been in victory in the past. She's been a credit to herself and her nation, and it's just good to see her still competing. Sad to see her not winning, but there are better gymnasts around now. Well done. Good. So she put in a second performance, and this is one of the people who could succeed her.
We're cutting from picture to picture, and our apologies, but we do want to try and get in all the performances so that we can decide or give you the story as it unfolds in this women's all-around competition. Korkina, the defending champion, is definitely out. Huge disappointment for Russia, but the Ukraine's chances are alive and kicking. Victoria Karpenko with her floor performance and gets off to a superb start.
Oh, that is such a brilliant start. Just let's hope she doesn't make any mistakes. I have great confidence in this girl. Don't let me down. But in fairness, there are so many good gymnasts here, and Karpenko has just got the extra dimension of grace and flair. But she really has to produce the goods. She's got to prove she's the best. Double back piked. She's got the power of Amanat, but the elegance of Korkina. This is crucial. This final tumble, very important to land with power.
Oh.
Well, that could have cost her.